Gentlemen, welcome. Is this the third episode? The third episode of First Take for Festus Fantasy. I'm joined
Hey, take three.
by Take Three, the managers of Breece's
Pause.
backpack, Jay Gill, Team Didi, Austin Dudgeon,
Boomer
and
Soda.
Tyler Ragg. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you.
Guys, this is going to be a good
Go
one.
Gamecocks.
Go, ooh, go King.
How about them Aggies?
All right, we can move on. Sorry.
Sorry, Colin. How do I do the thing I want to do here? So it's going to be the same as it's always been. We're just going to ask some questions. I think we're going to get into some topics about the league, and then, like I said, there'll be another session here in a second. Why can't I do the one thing I want to do? Okay, whatever.
So basically, yeah, we're here to talk shit on all 9 of you that are watching, 8 of you that are watching.
Hey, these actually get pretty good views. Actually, the first one I think
Trust me, I read through the questions. I'm ready for it.
this will be a good one. All right, so my first question is actually for Jay Gill. Jay Gill, you have, I would say, under the radar, had one of the better seasons, obviously, that you've had in your career, but in the league this season, you have the second best record at 6-3. What has been the driving force of success for this team?
Well, the way I see it right away is it's a false 6-3. It's like there's the top tiers, and then there's like I'm the top of tier 2. Like there's like you, Mez, and whichever one of these douchebags you're gonna put in there, and then I'm the top of the. Like if you don't want to see me in the first round,
Right, no, you are, like you said, top of that food chain, top of the second tier, but here's the problem.
right, but I'm in. That's what you just got to get me to the dance.
I'm
Exactly.
waiting on Jaden to get really punched in the mouth by a team.
Yep.
Hey,
That's
I
gonna happen.
played Mez this
Too.
week. I got Mez this week.
Gonna happen.
Well, funny enough is that Mez is actually, if it wasn't for Mez, you'd be at the top of a division. Is that
The other divisions are soft.
Well, we'll get into that. I think that's definitely up for debate.
I'm not gonna lie, my division's soft. It's just me and Mez, but like we fight up to the top.
Right, no, for sure. That brings me to, I mean, does anyone else agree with this, what he's saying? I feel like he's saying a lot right now. Kind of shitting on everybody.
I'm the top of the tier 2s, and there's only
You know
two.
what, man? I went through Jaden's schedule and his team, and I think 100% credit goes to the manager more than any specific player.
Exactly. It's like, hey, we're gonna get it.
He made some pretty smart moves.
Stars or roster moves. You know what I mean?
Can agree.
He did make.
He found Kirk off waiver wires, which he's averaging 17, 15 points a game right now. Fucking, that's perfect for a quarterback.
Balling. Kirk O'Connell, shout out Judd.
I do agree with that. I think the Saquon trade is actually going to go down as one of the best trades for a team this season.
I mean, he is the best running back in the fucking league.
No,
He's a
super
super
trading
top.
him away.
Not fantasy wise.
I'm talking about for Jay Gill, it's going to go down.
Garrett Wilson's had 30 points, 2 out of 4.
Him trading away Saquon. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Interesting stuff there. Tyler, switching up to you now. You're in the midst of is it a 4-game or 3-game win streak right now? I believe it's 3-game. 3-game win streak.
Tyler's 4. I think they're both 4. They're both
Are
4.
they both 4? I know Tyler was 2-4. Now he's 5-4. So it would be 3. Are you comfortable with that, or are you looking to make an improvement somewhere? Is there an area of your team that you owe, the most credit to for this 3-game win streak? I mean, right now you're one of the hottest teams in the league right now, and that's
Can I say something first?
Jay Gill, you can go ahead.
It's not even just a win streak; it's a 140 streak.
Yeah,
He's at 140 probably 3 of the last 4 fucking weeks.
I bring this up in the
Luck.
It's a buzzsaw. That's a buzzsaw.
Yeah, he's been.
I am very comfortable with the boys on the squad right now. Even with the slow starts from Bijan, Najee, Kelsey, Colin. Remember when he was on here? He was like, I don't get Kelsey in the 3rd round. I don't get that. He had to watch Kelsey beat him on Monday night.
Mm.
He
Damn.
has heated up, that's for sure.
I'm very proud of everyone on the team. I think credit goes to everybody. When you just look at the roster, everyone's producing. And we got guys on the bench that can come in any week and do something.
I agree. I feel like the success of this team has been revolving around Travis Kelce, actually. An underrated play there that we were all discrediting, all making fun of you about. Josh Allen has had an ups and downs. Bijan the same. But Travis Kelce looks like he's hitting his stride, and that's really good for this team. So
14 catches? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts for a tight end. 14 of them. I mean, fuck.
Craft too, which is
Not
not
crazy.
He has craft, exactly. He can run 12 personnel whenever he wants.
mac and cheese.
Austin, you're also in the midst of a pretty good win streak.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Mid.
Loving it.
Actually. And you're getting healthier with Pacheco coming back in a few weeks and
Yep.
Nick Collins potentially coming back this week.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Question: Are you comfortable, or are you looking to make any improvements or trades with the team, or what's going on there?
I mean, there's definitely spots that I can take care of better and get better players for those areas. But I mean, right now, I think I'm sitting pretty well with Nico coming back and then Isaiah later. I'm sitting pretty well. I'm very comfortable with my team. Got Brock this week. We'll see how that goes. You know, I can take a loss though, so I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable.
Gentlemen, should he be comfortable?
No, hell no.
I love my team.
Colin, look.
I love my team.
You and Colin both have 55% chances at the playoffs. And I went and looked at your schedule. You got some games. Colin's kind of got cakewalk.
And guess what Team DD's going to do like we always do? We persevere. This came down to it whenever I was 1-4 at the beginning of the season. I wasn't going to give up. I was going to still try to win. But being 1-4.
Lead the league.
No, I did not. Being 1-4, that really did something to me, you know, really sparked a fire in my heart and the players' hearts. All right.
You could maybe attest Chuba Hubbard to your winning streak.
I can attest Chuba and Cortland Sutton to my winning streak that you gave me for Ayuk. I mean,
and
listen,
no one
I love that. I love that trade. You basically saved my season, if I have to say so.
Hey,
But did they say that when it happened, Austin?
No, a lot of bad feedback from the league whenever that trade went down.
Who's the rookie? Who's the rookie out of Texas or Tennessee?
Jonathan Brooks.
He's coming back this week, so we'll see.
We'll see. But at the very least, he got Austin back into contention. So
Yeah.
at the very least,
Austin has a chance.
he does have a chance now. I just like
He can't
With
three-
our division too. I mean, shit.
Yeah. He's got a birdie look and he can't 3-putt pretty much.
no. 100%. I think all four of our teams are structured obviously a bit differently, but I'd say that myself, my team, the Guardians, and then the Dogs are kind of built more off.
You left me out of there.
Well, no, hold on, I promise you, because the big name star power, but then
Let's get into that.
you guys have more under the radar name players that produce just as well. So I would like to ask, is there a side that's better than the other? Is there a strategy that's better than the other?
Anybody want to go first?
Big O, you go first.
My opinion on it, it's the way I've looked at it the last few years is what has turned the backpack around. You can't go for the star name. You just got to go for boom or bust.
Because you did trade Saquon.
Give me 4 or give me 30. I don't get it.
Okay.
And it works. Because guess what? Chris has 2 superstars, CMC and Hill. What have they done? Those
Quite
are
literally nothing.
2 top 3 picks out of the draft. And they probably give him 0.8 points a week. Average.
Check that again. Are you sure? All right, he's got it. He's got it locked down.
0.7.
Well, that's an interesting point that you're making, though. And I actually do like that you're taking that side. Tyler, what do you say? Maybe you agree or
There's
disagree,
benefits to both. It's just it comes down to health.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's health.
And I mean, health obviously, but like you gotta like the star players you want, you gotta hit on them. Like Justin Jefferson for me is a fucking hit. That's a star.
Dumbass, you know.
Bijan Robinson is starting to look like a star. Like these, you gotta have Travis Kelce's starting to look like a star. But then you look at Brian Thomas. You look at really Terry McLaurin on some weeks. I know he's been balling out the last few weeks, but like really, like these are guys that are scrapping for 15 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like you want a little bit of both because obviously, if you get all the star players, then one injury you're fucked. If you
have a star, I agree 100%. Star.
Oh, wait, say that again, Jago.
You have a star, he has to be a consistent star. Like it's easy to find a role player you can move in and out if he has a shitty matchup and get 15.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been on both sides of the fence the last couple years. I feel like I've had them scrappy teams that were fighting to put up 120 points in a week, and that's a great week for the squad.
Right.
So I definitely feel more comfortable whenever I look at lineups and I see, okay, quarterback, I got Josh Allen. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go bound by the names and you're just like, well, I mean, I'll be all right. We got studs.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Awesome. Do you have anything to add?
I mean, my team's got some big players on it, big names. You got James Cook, Jalen Hurts, who are both. I mean, James Cook is phenomenal.
I wouldn't put James Cook as a big name.
You wouldn't put him as a big name.
I wouldn't put Sutton or Chuba. I wouldn't put
Sutton or Chuba either. But I'm talking about
it only hurts.
Jalen Hurts, James Cook, and fucking Nico.
James Cook is not a superstar. James Cook is not a superstar.
I'll give you Nico and Jalen Hurts, but I think the line stops.
Yeah,
he's not a superstar. He's only had 2 single-point games and then 3 or 2 28-point games.
Okay, but superstar is Saquon or Derrick Henry. Like James Cook is a good player. There's
at the beginning of this, I heard big names. I heard big names compared to small players.
And James Cook is not a big name.
He's a big name. Everybody knows who the fuck James Cook is.
Buffalo the end of last year. He's not a superstar.
It's not a knock, Austin. It's just a level of making your team up.
Yeah.
But see, so then let me lead into this next question. And I'll start with you, Austin, because I think you actually have the most of this right now. Is depth more important than star power? Austin,
yes.
I want you to start this.
Yes, I think depth is way more better than star power, 110%. If I can sit there and have 3 different options to put at flex, 4 different options to put at flex every week based off matchups, I would much rather have that than you have your star player versus a really good team. Say it's Saquon Barkley or something like that against the fucking best run defense in the game. Big name, but he's not going to put up that many fucking points, you know?
Jay Gill, I saw you shaking your head. What was that about?
It's just that's how you earn you fucked up awards. You have too many options.
Too many options. My options are great.
It's just so easy to mess up right there.
You're right. It is.
Guys, I can play at flex. Guess what? You start the guy that gives you 2 points, and then you have a guy on your bench with 30.
You're right. That's happened to me multiple times.
It's just hard to manage that way.
It's hard to manage that way, but
it happened to him this week with D-Hop. He didn't play D-Hop.
And guess what? 2 weeks ago, he had Hurts on his bench with 145 points.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, and both of those weeks, I still won.
Hey,
he did win.
But if you lost,
both of those weeks, I still won.
Double word on both of them cheeks.
No one in this entire league thought that Jalen Hurts was going to put up 35 fucking points.
But Jalen Hurts is literally a running back or rushing touchdown merchant. Like Saquon does not score touchdowns because
he's had multiple games where he's only scoring 11, 15 points with fucking 20 rushing yards and 0 rushing touchdowns.
2 of them are hit. That's it.
Tyler, what do you have to say? Okay, I think me and you've had some pretty good conversations about this. I'm honestly on the side of star power because I agree with Jay Gill that giving yourself more options can result in mismanagement. Tyler, what do you say?
I'm really just like the last one. I'm kind of right there in the middle. Like,
it's
tough. It's tough. When I read that, I was like, "Fuck,
man!"
Like that's a good one because it really depends on situation. You got a guy on bye. Obviously, you'd rather have the depth over star power. You got your full lineup. You want the big names. Give me Justin Jefferson. Give me fucking Derrick Henry.
Please.
Yeah.
There's another angle, too, that I'd like to kind of point out, and it's that with star power, I think you have a higher upside on players. So in the weeks that you have those buys or injuries to your other lineup holes, the stars can come through and score 30, 40 points. Depth pieces can't do that. I mean, look at J-Mo or Brian Thomas, or you go and look at Javonte Williams, Juwan Jennings. I know he scored 46, but besides like that 1 week, depth pieces cannot get you those huge CD Lamb, Jamar Chase.
It also depends on the quality of the depth piece. Like it's different.
What would you rank that as depth piece?
I don't know. I don't know a good example, but like if you have a stud that you just don't have room for, and
Jameson Williams,
right? Yeah, if you just got to put him in for a week, it's different than having a Jalen Waddle to put in as a flex piece. Like
I'm very comfortable throwing in Jameson Williams.
Oh, 100%.
Whether he scores 2 points or whether he gets that 80-yard touchdown bomb.
Right.
So you guys maybe could argue that depth is more important because it's a boom or bust thing, and it's pretty much.
No, I think it depends on the quality of the depth that you have.
Okay, so not like a Bucky Irving.
No.
Yeah, like you don't
Bucky
know what
Irving's been great.
Or like a Tank Bigsby.
Yeah,
he can go for 30, but there's a good chance he might get 5.
Yeah, but Bucky Irving's been absolutely fucking phenomenal for me, other than last week.
But there are tiers of flex players.
That's exactly our point, actually, Austin.
Exactly.
I see it. Well, let's move on. That was really good. I enjoyed hearing your guys' insight there. If the playoffs started today, the bracket would be, and this is in order, I do believe, Mez, myself, Rock, Jay Gill, Tyler, and then Austin in the 6th seed. Do you guys agree that this will be the playoff bracket this year with only 4 games left to play? Or
there you go.
I'm sorry, 5 play? Oh, Austin, you all right, bud?
I'm fucking Paige is calling me.
Oh boy. Tell her we're busy.
First take.
Hey, leave this in, buddy's whipped.
Oh.
Damn.
I
told my girlfriend, don't fucking call me 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I told my girlfriend to not be at the house.
Holy fuck.
Oh, that's crazy.
Jack said, get out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, she was just busy. So do you agree on all these players making it, but do you also agree on the seeding of these guys, from 1 to 6? What changes do you think?
I'll go first. I think 1 through 5 is locks. 6, Austin's out of there.
Never. Dude, I can't wait to prove everybody wrong.
I said it earlier. Give me Colin.
I can't wait to prove everybody wrong in this league.
It's literally. I feel like that's the only.
So you were saying the same shit. You were saying the same shit whenever I was 1 and 4.
I actually think Colin's gonna win his division. I don't think
exactly. I think Austin falls out and Colin's in there.
Well, no, you're talking between Brock and Austin. You're saying Brock's making the playoffs.
Yeah, Brock's in, Austin's out.
Wow.
Brock's in, Austin's out.
Everybody's been saying this shit since the start
I'm just saying,
the start of the season. I went 1 and 4. Everyone was like,
Brock's got a lot of injuries right now, man.
But if I beat Brock this week, then what's the answer?
Yeah, it literally depends on this week.
If I do beat Brock this week, you'll change your mind.
You guys should watch the forum this week because it's going to be really good touching all of those subjects. I agree with Tyler.
What'd you say, Austin? If you beat him, will I change my mind?
Yeah.
No, I don't waffle, brother.
You know what, dude? Everybody's been saying this shit about me at the beginning of the season. I was picked worst manager after the first fucking game, I think.
That's right, and I'd still probably pick you.
That's crazy.
You'll
see this year. You'll see this year.
We know who worst manager is. Come on.
Yeah, and his name starts with J and ends with Hudson.
No, I'm thinking of a C and a fucking S.
It's a round table.
Well, then do you think there's 3 of us in this East Division. Do you think I'm winning the division, Jay Gill, as an outsider?
Honestly, you can't even pick anybody.
Because that's important, too. That's the difference between a bye week and a 5th or 6th seed.
It's a difference between a bye week or seeing me, pretty much, at this point. Because Mez is winning my division. So it's...
Well, you guys do play.
You gotta win it. Somebody's going to have to come see me and whoever else makes it.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Speaking on Mez, I'm glad that you just brought him up because I don't know if you guys have noticed. Mez leads the league in points for. He's scored the most points. However, he also leads the league in lowest points allowed. Is it a bigger point that he has scored the most points or that he's had that lowest points allowed? What has been more to his success? Tyler,
lowest points.
Or Austin, you start.
Lowest points allowed for sure.
So
I mean, if you got teams playing bad against you, and you're putting up the most points, but you got teams dropping 60 points a week. I mean,
you can't control that.
Okay, well,
you can't control that. That's what I'm saying. You can't control that. So that's more of a luck thing to have.
But if I put up 140 and Tony's scratching at 55, like that's not my fault.
So
I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying the part of him getting all these fucking wins with his record, it's because of that. I've had 120 point games before.
He almost outscores everyone. There's a reason he's highest points for too.
Yeah, I think the points for outweighs the points against, because especially like literally this past week, I looked at the rest of the league scores and I outscored everybody, and I was like, I would have beat everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I like to look at shit like that, and there's plenty of weeks where Mez has beat a team who's put up 60 fucking points.
He would have beat.
Right, he's beaten 95% of the fucking league. So
that makes sense.
Like, what are you supposed to like? I put up 150 points. What am I supposed to do?
How the schedule's laid out for you?
Huh?
Actually, Austin,
you can only play who's against you. Delta ass.
Mez has actually only had 2 more points allowed than you, Austin.
Say it again, sorry.
Mez has only had 2 more points allowed than you. He has 891. You have.
Like I've been saying, Austin. I mean, look at his points for.
But I think
talk about fraud.
I think it's an interesting.
I never said anything about fucking fraud. I never said anything about fraud.
But I am about you.
Yeah, me too. End up in there. Me too.
We'll see when Nico comes back. I had 120 points last week. 116. Sorry.
Ooh.
If I would have had Nico and D-Hop starting like I will the rest of these fucking weeks, I would have had 150.
Yeah, I played that coulda, shoulda, woulda game too.
Yeah, hey, guess what? That's how you
everyone does.
I've gotten 4. Every single one of my losses was a You Fucked Up award this year.
Whenever D-Hop has 4 points next week, don't say I didn't tell you so.
Bet.
Austin, I was wondering if
you
were in any DMs recently trying to make a trade with someone, potentially Tony. I remember someone was dropped in the chat. If that wasn't true, tell me. But is there anything cooking right now?
I mean, I'm thinking of shit. I'm trying to. I tried hitting up Tyler, but Tyler didn't fuck with that trade. Same with Tony. Declined it immediately.
What were the trades? What were the trades? You got to air them out here on first.
I tried giving Tyler Juwan and who was it? Tyler.
Someone else dog shit for Cooper. And
Pringle can.
It was Juwan and somebody else. I think it was probably either D-Hop or Javonte Williams for Amari.
It wasn't either of them. It was someone else.
Oh. I mean, Cooper's value isn't really known right now.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I just want him for the stats.
You just want him for the stats?
Isn't it, what, 3 weeks now? 3 weeks?
I mean, if anyone's going to benefit the most from having him, it's going to be me. Like, I mean,
those points either way go to you.
Yeah. He's in the flex right now. We'll see.
What was
he had a week off. He better been in that fucking playbook, or I'll throw it.
Let me borrow Josh Allen.
Or just like Kincaid did all the catches. I'd be fine with that too. But Austin, what was the Tony trade that you had cooked up?
Fuck if I can remember.
If you don't remember, that's okay. But
yeah, I don't fucking remember.
Clearly,
shit.
Well, Tyler,
I remember it wasn't shit. It was actually he had. I think the overall like review on it was like him 86, me 78.
I do like that they added that. It's another thing to kind of think about. But Tyler, you mentioned you had some offers regarding some of your wide receivers. Do you care to share how those negotiations were and with who?
Yeah, I really didn't. I only had one. It was with Chris when I offered him Brian Thomas, Jameson Williams, and Jacoby Myers for Tyreek. Look, glad I didn't do it. Tyreek would have fucked me these past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Is Austin the only one that came for Coop?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
People did earlier in the year, but I didn't let go of them.
After he got traded, did anybody?
No.
I'm surprised.
Well,
I think everyone assumed like I was going to keep, especially he scored that touchdown. They were like, "Fuck, no way."
Yeah.
I made an offer to you, Ty, didn't
I?
James Conner and who?
No, I think you did actually.
No, I think I did the George Pickens deal, the Chase Brown and Jalen Warren for someone.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I'm going to make any more trades really, unless I already got like the last trade I just made was a random flex player who like he was a receiver for me, but I need the extra running back for if Najee or Bijan get hurt, I can plug Rico in. So I'm done making trades.
I tried to make my last two. I'm not making no more. Fuck that shit.
So 2 teams officially off the block. Jay Gill, I don't think we've really heard any rumors out of you, but are you still in the DMs trying to make some changes? Are you, like these other gentlemen here, are you guys good?
No, I haven't talked to anybody about anything, but Chris will text me every couple of days about something retarded. But beyond that, no. Am I interested? With the right deal. I hate having 48 stacks, but at the same time, the shit's working. So, I don't know.
Sorry, Chelsea.
Can you guys hear that?
No. Austin's party in his room right now. That's about it.
I was about to say, we can hear that. But how much time we got? Perfect. We are chilling. All right. So I guess everyone except Jay Gill is off the table for trades. I mean, if someone has a great idea for Jay Gill, let him know. But I really don't know what you could do. Like you said, you could make something to get rid of the trade or the stacks, I should say. Maybe a Zay Flowers or maybe a Breece Hall, maybe.
Yeah, I think Colin wants to let me rob Mike Evans off him for cheap.
Does he?
I'm just putting.
You got some sources on injuries, Jaden?
No, I'm putting the energy in the air, and hopefully he's like, you know what? I would take Anthony Richardson for Mike Evans.
When's deadline?
The week
13th.
The 13th.
The week 13.
What are we in? 9.
This will be week 10. Be week 10, yes.
Jay Hill don't even know what week he's on. He shouldn't even be in this fight.
Hey, eventually it's just belt the ass so many times you forget.
He has the second most wins, so he clearly doesn't need to worry about the weeks. I need to worry about the weeks. Tyler does and Austin does because we're slowly running out of weeks.
I have a question.
What's up?
How many wins gets you in this year?
We can all say it. I'll go first. I think
does a 6-win team slide in?
I think the 6th seed in this league or in the league will be the 7-7 seed. I don't know who, but I think 7-7 will be 6. Everything else though is 8+. Mez already has 8, so he's pretty much locked. You're at 6. You could luck into 2-3 more wins.
It all depends on if these Chris Dom Tony teams pull off any upsets. And I got Tony this week. Can't take him lightly.
No, you can't because he fucked me up.
Don't watch the videos anymore. You're banned.
Chris is how's
I want to talk about an upset pick this week. Me versus fucking Brock.
I'm picking Brock.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your money.
Currently, he is projected to beat you. You don't agree with that, Austin?
I don't agree with the projection at all. I don't agree with the projection at all.
What are the numbers, Jax? How much is he projected by?
It was like 115, 109, something like that.
Correct. Now, he still has Drake London in.
Oh, a blowout.
And Austin doesn't have Nico in yet. So that is.
He will be. Nico will be in. D-Hop might have another 20 fucking fantasy point game.
I mean, Denver would be a crazy call there.
Nico's going to be on limited snaps.
I would imagine. And Brock has Tank Dell.
All I need is that one snap. That's 80 fucking yards.
To kind of plug the form for tomorrow, I go like super deep into the storylines and the analysis of everything. So I think you guys are really going to like it tomorrow. But there's tons of that. And what you guys are saying, it's 100% right. I mean.
What is this?
It's every week now is really, really important. One loss could theoretically ruin your season.
100%. No, that's a huge game because whoever goes up, you basically lose one, win one. Is
Brocken and Austin's essentially a playoff game.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a fucking huge game.
Coming up, Brock's ass.
That's like that. It's like that Bama LSU game that's going to be coming up.
Ooh.
Winners in.
Or the
How about
Oregon
that- how about
OSU
that,
game from a couple weeks ago.
How about that Oklahoma Zoo? A couple days.
Go Gamecocks.
Austin, it's all right, bud. You pour it into the Eagles and your fantasy team, all right?
He said go Gamecocks.
Oh yeah. Say it again. Go Gamecocks.
I think we have time for one more question before our next session.
What's the question? How are you gonna feel whenever I win the ring this year? I feel pretty fucking good.
You really think you can win it?
I think I can fucking win it.
We can give our predictions on who will win, but I was gonna ask whose team has changed the most since the draft.
For the better or the worse?
I just want to say changed the most.
Okay,
Jake,
yeah.
2 answers. It's Judson or AJ.
well, AJ hasn't really changed his team at all, I think.
Exactly. They were the Kings, and
Oh yeah, I see.
Real sophisticated answer right there. Huh?
That's it. Yeah, I like that.
Whenever I read it, that's just what I thought. Nothing's changed, but they were the top dogs, and
So, I mean,
I would
Judge,
love to play AJ 4 times in a row right now.
he's on a 5-game losing streak. Why is that? Why is he losing?
He got comfortable
He got comfortable. I said it a while ago. He got comfortable.
a long time ago. You told him before he lost the first time.
I want to say it's a Mez, but I don't feel like it matters at this point. Mez is fire, but it's a real thing. Top teams just get comfortable.
Yeah, Mez has been in that 1 seed for a while.
Long time.
Jay Gill, I do love.
And that's not good.
matchup.
Not good juju.
You guys have a pretty much a playoff matchup too, Jay
I
Gill.
don't know what. Who?
You and Mez this week. I think that's a matchup or a playoff matchup. Could be a potential championship.
No, he's got a few buys, so it really don't. I don't know who's on buy, but I know both of his flexes were. I don't know who they are, but
Kenneth Walker is out on bye.
that ass, so it don't matter. Playoff game, bye week, call it what you want.
I would like to throw out. I mean, the obvious is Chris for the team that's changed the most, but I'd actually like.
Yeah, he has. I went through his week 1 roster. He has 10 different dudes.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's the obvious one.
Great.
Austin, I'd like to throw you in that mix as well.
Yeah, fucking
But
change that.
he had to though. Chris just did it. Like Austin did it to survive. Chris just did it and
Yeah.
down to the left.
Yeah, Chris is an idiot.
I'd like to put my team in there at change for the better.
You 100%. You get the Geno Smith Award this year. Well, I guess it's not Geno. Geno sucks now. I don't know who it would be.
Was the comeback player of the year. The worst manager was the Hugh Jackson Award.
That's what I
he-
got.
I'm
And I
back.
got that last year.
Do you guys still have them? I think I still have mine.
Mine's probably still in Tyler's basement. It's been there for like a year.
What was your award? Do you remember? Was it the most?
Geno.
Yeah, yours was the Geno. That's right. Tyler's was the most injured.
Yeah.
Run away with that one this year. I don't think anyone else comes close to Brock.
Fuck Brock.
All right, let me send you guys a new link, and then we'll finish off this in the next session. Okay. All right, here we go. We're back. So we were talking about, kind of moved around now, but we were talking about teams that have improved and or teams that changed their rosters. We kind of touched on the number of players not on Chris's team anymore. Who do you think has improved their roster the most? Does anyone stick out, or
Austin.
you think so? I would agree with that. I really would.
Both sides of it. He's almost the most changed, but he's also for the better change.
Tyler, do you agree? I agree with that.
Austin's dumb, but got lucky.
Well,
But I could also say Jaden. I mean,
Jaden's team has changed a
I
lot.
haven't made too many changes, but the changes I have made have helped.
Well,
you avoided a lot of injuries going back and looking at your traits.
did you draft Zay Flowers, Jaden?
Mm-hmm.
So you originally, I remember, had Mike Evans and Marvin Harrison,
And Zay.
and you traded those two though for Aaron Jones and Garrett Wilson. I think that's a pretty great deal. Well, originally Saquon. That's a pretty great trade chain, if you remember that.
It worked.
Who do you think, besides the obvious, has ruined their roster. I'll go out first and say I think Tony did.
Yes.
I think Tony did.
Yes.
Unless the obvious was Tony and I'm missing someone else.
I mean, I know who the obvious was. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody. I mean, it's looking like maybe Colin at this point, but
Well,
you got to see how the ball finishes, you know.
Not a hot take. Not a hot take, Colin.
And Wilson? Saquon? I don't even think Saquon's game.
Garrett Wilson. I looked at Garrett Wilson. He's the wide receiver 4 right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
4 or 5, that's for sure. Well, I mean, let's have an honest conversation about the 08 Lions. Okay, they came into this season, I would say, with a chip on their shoulder after I criticized their preseason team. They made some noise for sure. Made a big blockbuster deal for Saquon. Since then, it hasn't been really good. Just a roller coaster, now on a 2-game losing streak. How does that even happen? I know injuries, but I think it's crazy that now he's fighting, which I thought was going to be a surefire playoff spot. Now he's fighting for it. It may be a 6 seed.
2 words. Shitty management. Go Aggies. Fuck you, Colin.
Yeah, they costed me a lot of money, Colin. I can't really deny
Jordan
that.
Love and fucking him.
Jaden Reed, actually, the pack stack has only, I think, stacked 1 or 2 times. I mean, he has had some trouble.
Doesn't even put up 30 together anymore at this point.
They don't. And it's weird because I think now there's so many receivers on Green Bay that Jaden Reed isn't, maybe he's not in the league. I mean, he was drafted in the 7th round for a reason. You know, he's still not really there yet.
The target share is just too spread out. And Jordan Love goes for a home run every single play. So it's not even really, he's not open thing. He might be, the ball has to go everywhere. And Josh Jacobs is so good.
Well, I know you guys made the blockbuster Saquon deal, and we kind of touched on this. Visiting those trades back is actually maybe more in favor for you. With that, has there been any other trades with these weeks passing since they've been made that have maybe changed your perspective on it?
The only one I can think of is Tony and Brock, CMC. Brock was looking at bottom of the league, and then he made the trade with Tony and up to the right. I mean, he's still not great, but he's there.
Okay, well, I'll follow up on that. When Tony then traded CMC, do you think that was the right move? Or do you think he ended up being worse off because he traded CMC?
You had to trade him, but just what he got, wasn't it?
Yeah, he really didn't get much from Chris Marvin.
He traded for Hill, and that
Tony fucked it all up when he made his whole team LeBron. I mean,
he traded CMC for Tyreek, and then Tua's. That's just bad luck. I don't know what else that's just bad luck.
Because I honestly get all wrapped up in that CMC triangle. Because then you have Dom in there somehow. Because of Rashee Rice, he was involved. And then Chris, obviously. But yeah, Tony did have. Yeah, because Dom traded Tyreek Hill to Tony.
Yeah, that kind of Brock did. Brock had Hill because that was his first round pick, right?
No, that was Dom's. That was Dom's.
Yeah, you're right.
See, Dom was just fucking in that. I forgot. Dom was in that whole thing.
That might be one of his only trades he's made.
It was, literally. It was the first one he made, and I mean, he's made 2 with me, but.
He's been trying to give me Derrick Henry for the fucking last 3 weeks.
What does he want?
James Cook and Chuka.
I don't know why you're not doing that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're tripping.
For one fucking running back?
Yeah.
The one running back.
But Chuba's fucking shares are about to get cut in at least by a third.
It was supposed to be like that last week, but he still fucking scored 21 points.
So this is the first week. What's the nuts is back? Or going to play?
He's a rookie. Rookies always have bad first seasons.
Good point.
Okay.
It's a good point. I mean, the only way you can. I mean, Derrick Henry is. I was maybe thinking about it because I had Kamara and Connor and Pollard, and I maybe could have made it work, but I didn't really want to go all in on Derrick Henry yet either.
It's impossible to trade if he cannot negotiate. It's impossible.
Well, I agree. So I don't know how that Tyreek Hill trade went down.
Trade. Yeah, I have to win the trade.
Tyler, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. All these guys panic. I feel like I don't know. When I looked through all the trades from September to now, and I just completely swiped over that whole train. I was just like, this is a fucking shit show. Like, if you get caught with those like 4 or 5 trades, it's just injury, shit show, not producing, fucking terrible players for terrible players, and I'm so glad I was never a part of that.
It's just name value.
I don't know.
Jay Gill said name value.
That's where I'm at on it. I would never do that. That's where I'm at. Like,
it's very possible that every team in that deal at the end of the season all missed the playoffs, and it's all because of Christian McCaffrey.
And I don't get how these dudes feel so comfortable fucking trading away 4 dudes for 3 dudes for 4 dudes. Like, I hate that shit.
No way.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I am a 2 for 1, 3 for 1. Yeah, I am not one of them people who trade 4 of my players for 4 of their players. I mean, I don't know.
I
always feel like I draft solid, so I always want to be comfortable with what I got.
You're making a face over there.
You always draft solid, Ty. Mr. Highlighter. Chris would disagree, I know that.
Everything Chris shitted on me for earlier when we did the first take, he's been proven wrong now. Travis Kelce, looking like a stud. Bijan, looking like a stud. I mean, Brock was just shitting on me for Najee Harris last week, but he's put up over 16 points without scoring touchdowns. I mean,
I personally think an underrated trade was when it's all said and done, the Justin Jefferson for James Cook trade. Ty, I think that's actually one of the best sneaky plays. And at a position where you needed an alpha, and you needed that alpha.
But he still hasn't even gave me that alpha performance. He's just constantly 20 points, 25 points, 20 points, 21 points, 22 points. Like, it just gets my dick hard, you know?
Well, I want to now move on.
Thank you for that, Austin. And then they're
everybody.
Go back in the video, they're arguing with you over if James Cook was a stud or not.
I can't believe you didn't get a wide receiver out of that deal too, Austin. I was
desperate for a running back, man.
James Cook's a superstar.
I had nothing.
At the time.
I had 0 running backs. I was desperate.
He said Nico or Justin Jefferson. I don't know.
Yeah, let me think about that.
But imagine Jettas got hurt, though. Imagine it was Jettas instead of Nico that got hurt.
Well, that would be bad luck. But I also wanted Justin Jefferson because he's not on the Texans' offense. Pretty pro. But at the time, Stephon Diggs.
And Tank. I mean, he sucks, but he's there.
There's two races for the divisions right now. Jay Gill, I'm not saying you're not in a race for your division, but Mez kind of has that. But there is a good race for.
If I win, then it's kind of a race.
That's a good narrative, actually, and we can revisit this. But there is a race for 2 divisions right now: the East and the West. Ironically enough, and Jay Gill, I want you to go first because you're the outside perspective on this. I want you to argue a case for and against both myself, Tyler, and Austin to all win the division. And AJ's still in there, but right now he's kind of a game out. We don't know what his team is. So I'm just going to say with us 3, a case for and against, and then we'll all, talk about maybe what we feel, and then we'll go to the east side, or west side, sorry.
Well, it's pretty short and sweet. You all 3 suck. You're all going to miss the playoffs. Give me AJ.
All right. All right. Well, AJ still hasn't made a trade yet. I don't know I feel like now he has to make a trade. I'm very critical this week for the forum. I'm very critical of him.
At this point, nothing he has is of value.
to really go one.
Kyron.
For what?
Yeah, but
what's
exactly?
Like, there's nothing. We're not trying to fix anything. It's all shit.
Yeah, I don't really know what you could pay for.
I am very confident in my squad to
If you wanted to buy things for Ty, I would pick Ty.
the rest of the season. Every week, I just keep slowly catching up to you in that points for Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And you just took an L this week. Now I'm only one game behind again. Let's go.
Yeah, no, we're tied. We're tied. And I'm only up on you by 60 points. Austin, it's not even the same stratosphere. I'm like 200 points over you.
Right.
Yeah, like Tyler said earlier, it's a 100-point week is a fucking phenomenal week for my boys.
Well, so with that said, though, in order for you to win the division, Austin, you have to go by wins. You cannot rely on a points for.
Yeah, I don't
Tiebreaker.
know.
Yeah.
Real shit too. I don't know if you're gonna catch us in points for.
He's not. He's
Maybe
gonna.
not. I mean, yeah, probably not. But like Jack, I'm gonna go for a win. I'm trying to get some record there.
You better get them wins, brother. Starts this week. Playoffs.
Hey, what's the
down.
That's a W. That's a W.
I think you did a V there. That was a V, I think. Whatever.
Like putting fucking fingers in your mouth. Weirdo.
Don't get Chris started on that.
Set them washing days.
Well then, all right. I want to go then now to the West. All right, the big bad West, which is Brock and Colin. It's not really anyone else. Dom and Tony are. I think they're. I'm gonna call it. They're done. Let's go around the horn. A case for and against both Colin and Brock to win the division. It's very possible that the winner is the only one in that division that makes it. So it's very important. And then, Jago, if you want to start again.
Honestly, I feel like you can't even pick it until after Austin and Brock play this week.
No, you got to pick it right now.
Give me Colin Doyle.
Give me Colin also.
Fuck you, Brock.
Sorry, Brock. You got some injuries in the second half of the season. Your team does not look good at all.
Not. I'm ready to fucking face his ass this week. I love Brock, but fuck you, brother.
I don't know.
I would say Brock's end of season schedule. Brock's end of season schedule, I think, is harder. I know he plays me. I think he plays Judson. I think he plays you, Jago. No, or
I played Colin and Austin. I know to finish.
Not Brock though.
I just played Brock this week.
Well, that's right. That's right. So that was what I was looking at. I don't remember everyone else, but
in case you forgot, belt to ass.
Yeah, it really was not close, and it unfortunately opened my eyes to the overhypedness of that team. Well, okay, so I think we're gonna all agree to call. I mean, we can call whatever for the East, but for the West, I think we all agree it's Colin. Unless Saquon gets injured. If Saquon gets injured, what would you guys say then happens?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a
It doesn't matter. Saquon hasn't done anything crazy regardless.
33 points last week.
Okay, he's done it. He did it against the Giants and then
The Jaguars. You have a good point. You have very good points.
I don't know.
I mean, what did CMC do against shitty teams last year?
Oh, remember Arizona?
2 touchdowns.
Twice.
Jago, that was you. That was against Colin. The Arizona game for CMC in the
Amari Cooper fucked me in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right.
He gave me a double nickel.
That's right.
He's gonna get somebody this year. Don't you worry.
I'm so upset.
Well, I kind of want to finish us. Let's finish this off with a little bit of fun.
Excited.
I bet Austin's excited.
Hell yeah.
Can we come up with some NFL team comparisons for teams in this league? I don't know if you guys thought of any before this. I kind of gave a couple examples, like kind of what I thought. One of mine was, I think Chris is more like the Jets.
Nope, I have a better one.
Jago?
I do too.
Tyler?
Cowboys.
What are they?
He won back in the 80s and ain't done shit since.
What do you say?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Okay, that's
He's
another
the
popular one.
Giants.
The Giants!
He's the Giants.
No, he's Crystal City High School.
Because he beat because he wasn't supposed to win. I had the best regular season team we'll ever see, and he beat me.
Yeah,
It wasn't supposed to happen. The Patriots were the best regular season team,
that's great.
and lost to the Giants.
And the other time,
Two rings. This fucking guy loves throwing them 2 rings in the chat. Fucking guys, Eli Manning.
and then Brock also had a really great team the year.
Just as ugly as him too. Fuck.
Yeah, so I think that's a great idea, Ty. So Chris.
Other than that, though, I was really struggling to find comparison because I was going through like the history of every team, and I was like, I mean, half the league is right around 50-50 record. Like, I mean, like
mid.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Well, I want to point out, I think Jay Gill, I think you're like the Lions because
I agree with that one.
a lot of bad times, but now you're on the up and up, and you're actually like a contender title favorite. So
Winner. Yeah.
I think you're definitely
winners.
the Lions. Austin, I really don't know what.
Caps.
Yeah, I don't really know what Austin would be though.
Give me Baker.
What does that mean?
Give me
The
Baker.
Bucks.
Do you think you're the Buccaneers franchise? You think Team Diddy's the Buccaneers franchise?
Yep.
I'd say
I
you're
think
more like
Dobbs.
that.
I think you ain't. Austin, shut up. You're not.
Dom's a
All
Brown.
right, listen here, ugly boy.
I was gonna say the Jets. Either way,
Dom can be
It's-
the Jets for
because
sure.
the whole thing is Jets are gonna jet or the Browns are gonna Brown.
Yeah.
Dom's gonna Dom.
Yeah.
I would. I'd say
I-
Brock is Buffalo.
I also thought about Brock and Buffalo.
That's a good one.
Brock
I
is
wasn't
Buffalo.
gonna actually say it on
That
this.
is a good
You
one.
just said it. It's
But who's the cheat? Like who's his Mahomes?
I mean,
It can't be Chris.
no. Chris is for sure the Giants. I want to lock that one in for sure.
I'm not gonna say it.
You can say it, Ty, if you want to.
Not you. Look at that grin.
You're telling me I'm not the Chiefs? You're telling me the Guardians ain't the Chiefs?
No.
I don't know how.
You're
We're
the
not-
Chargers.
I think
Nothing. You got lucky last year.
it was literally dominance. It was just domination. But Austin, I'd like to say that maybe you are, maybe you're.
Philly.
No, I was gonna say like Jacksonville, Houston.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Whoa.
Crazy.
Whoa.
I really don't think Jacksonville's that big of a crazy thing. They've
They're
had
not
success.
good. Oh, yeah, I guess it is accurate. You do suck.
If you want to say Miami, sure, but you never even sniffed a championship. But you've
So
always
maybe
been like,
So this
maybe
year.
the Chargers.
yeah. So maybe though, maybe not. Maybe this is their year. Awesome. Well, is
AJ's
that?
like the current Seahawks.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. The current
Tyler,
Seahawks.
why do you keep half swiping your fucking face? Put the full thing in the can.
Pause.
What do
Put
you
it
mean
all
by
in
that?
the can. All of it. I want all of it. Okay, I'm done.
Well, I got Chris as the Giants, Jay Gill as the Lions, Dom is the Jets, Brock is the Bills, Austin is the Jags, AJ is the current Seahawks. If you guys have any more ideas, I think that's pretty good.
Who's Nez? Nez is the Texans.
Mez could be the Texans. I could see that.
Commanders.
Yeah.
Ooh, it could be the Commanders actually. I like that.
Terrible and turn it around.
In literally 1 year. In literally
Yeah.
1 year.
Austin's tired.
You tired? You have a long day at work, Austin? You just partied too much last night?
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it was.
Well, gents, that's all I had prepared. Do you guys want to close with any finishing remarks or anything you'd like to?
Just go Gamecocks.
Hey, see you in the fucking championship.
Buddy, you gotta make the playoffs.
I'm gonna make the playoffs. I'm gonna go on another run in the playoffs and just fucking sweep everyone, just like Trump did last night. By the way, MAGA, we talk about this real quick. Fucking Trump winning the goddamn election. I mean, I'm pretty fucking happy. Got my American flag over there. I look at that. I say the Pledge of Allegiance every time I wake up in the morning.
Shout out Tony.
I love it.
Who has a better chance to make the playoffs, Austin or Brock?
Me.
Hey, we'll find out Monday night, I guess.
Yep.
Dude,
Wins.
I'm telling you.
Come back Tuesday.
Stay tuned for the. Well, Tyler, do you have anything you would like to say?
No, I don't. Go Dogs.
Be a little silent killer. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to watch the forum tomorrow. I think you guys are going to really like it. And stay tuned for the next First Take episode. And
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe, comment down below. Even if you're not in the league, it's pretty cool. All right. See you
Jackson
guys.
lives in Jackson, Arizona. His address is.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. See you guys.